You may be wondering, why is Faith's Green Team planning a tree plant-a-thon? But the question God is probably asking is, why haven't you done this before? This is from the Message version of the Bible, the first chapter of Genesis. God spoke, "Let us make human beings in our image, make them reflecting our nature so they can be responsible for the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the cattle, and yes, the earth itself." A simple answer to why it's taken so long can be found in the truth spoken by Maya Angelou. When you know better, do better. This is a marvelous, freeing yet compelling phrase. It offers grace to the uninformed and a call to action for those who know.
We learned that our synod was sponsoring environmental improvement projects and realized that the world needed Faith Lutheran to get on board and start doing our part. By the end of the summer, we had our green team going and invited the leader of the Synod's Creation Care team, Deacon Laura Heller, to bless our work and give the sermon at a service in early October of 2019. By the end of November of that year, we had signed the Creation Care Covenant. We had 4 smart thermostats installed and initiated the switching out of the fluorescent light fixtures with LED fixtures. We attended a retreat and learned about initiatives happening at sister Lutheran churches in the area. Reflecting back on the Garden of Eden, here's one artist's rendition. In this depiction, we don't see any barriers between the animals and the resources they need to live, especially water. Of course, we're not going back to this utopian world, but where we have made changes to our environment that injure the world created by God, and we learn ways to reverse the damage we've done, we are called to do as much as possible to undo the harm.
This brings us to our tree plant-a-thon here at Faith. As part of our Faith Green Leaders training in August last year, we learned of the importance of reducing stormwater runoff for the health of the local waterways. That is the Gunpowder River, Loch Raven Reservoir, and the Chesapeake Bay, and ultimately the Atlantic Ocean. The slogan is, slow it down, spread it out, and soak it in. Retaining as much of the water in the ground where the rain originally falls offers the best instance of God's original intentions for creation. Rainwater nourishes local flora and fauna. The root systems of trees and plants soak up the rainwater and nourish themselves and local wildlife. What isn't needed locally gets filtered through the ground and flows naturally into streams and other waterways. In contrast to this natural process, we've built a stormwater removal system. That is, the entire system of stormwater drains and pipes that take water elsewhere. This system was necessitated by development, the construction of buildings, sidewalks, driveways, and parking lots which cover the land and don't allow rainwater to soak into the ground beneath them. These impervious surfaces are the main drivers of the need for ushering stormwater elsewhere, so that flooding is kept to a minimum locally.
As you can imagine, places of worship throughout the country are responsible for a large number of roofs and parking lots, and there has been a concerted effort by governmental and nonprofit organizations to raise our awareness. Once we knew better, by learning how much impervious surface Faith is responsible for, we knew we needed to do better. From the water audit done for us by the Gunpowder Valley Conservancy back in February of 2021, we learned that we have approximately 21,000 square feet of impervious parking lot surface and 1,000 square feet of impervious roof surface. Those produce a lot of stormwater runoff, as you can see here in the video taken on June 10th of this year by Sid Meyer. And that's a lot of oil and rubber and other chemicals from our cars and particulates from our roof shingles flowing into the Loch Raven Reservoir.
Planting trees to absorb rainwater is the first of a multifaceted approach to slowing down, spreading out, and soaking in the rainwater that falls on Faith's beautiful land. For these and the additional benefits of improved air quality, adding beauty to our surroundings, and providing habitat and nutrition for local wildlife, we invite you to put 9 a.m. to noon, Saturday, October 2nd, That's Saturday, October 2nd, on your calendar, so that you will be a part of Faith's Plant-A-Thon. Remember Maya Angelou's words.
When you know better, you do better.